Okay, what we've got here on this type of forge is a large lorry hub, a cast iron hub for the actual part where the coke is going to go into. This fan here that produces the air through that pipe comes up through the bottom, and then inside is a baffle plate. What I'm going to be using this type of coke is a special forging coke. It's quite small in its size. It's very clean burning, and it doesn't produce a lot of what's called slag, which is basically the remnants of the coke when it's been burned goes into almost like a glassy material, which clogs up the fire. This is very low in the amount of slag that it produces. Nice and hot, nice and clean for perfect forging. Basically what we've got to do is put the coke in here, and we'll light it, set the air going, and we'll get this forge going nicely, and then we can start working with it. So all I do is just switch it on here.